FBA, welcome back. Welcome back to the Jomo podcast. Hope everyone is having a great week, a great productive week, and a fabulous weekend. Today, we continue with Microphone Check, the upcoming movie, and on deck, my man, Coke LaRock. Coke LaRock was considered one of the first MCs to pick up a mic, and we will get into his story. So let's get into it. Let's rock. Coke LaRock's involvement in hip-hop dates back to its inception in the early 1970s in the Bronx, New York. He was a close friend of DJ Kool Herc, who is frequently credited with throwing the first hip-hop party on August 11th, 1973 at 1520 Sedgwick Avenue. During Herc's parties, Coke LaRock took on the role of an MC, engaging the crowd with shout-outs and simple rhymes, which essentially laid down the foundation for what would evolve later into rapping. Coke LaRock teamed up with DJ Kool Herc and performed at parties where Herc was spinning records. His style consisted mostly of making announcements and calling out friends in the audience over the breaks in funk and soul records. His rapping was spontaneous, more about creating hype and energy rather than complex lyrics or rhymes, which is reflective of the early style of MCing. As hip-hop began to grow from its roots in the Bronx, more individuals started to take the mic in the late 70s and early 80s. Other MCs and DJs began to gain prominence, including Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Africa Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Force, the Cold Crush Brothers, and Melly Mel, who became one of the first lyricists to address social and political issues. These artists began to develop more complex styles and narratives in their rapping, which marked the evolution of hip-hop from simple party shouts to a significant form of urban expression and culture. While Coke LaRock was crucial in the genesis of hip-hop, he did not achieve the same level of fame and commercial success as some of his contemporaries. Some of the challenges and struggles included lack of recorded music, where, unlike later artists, Coke LaRock never released a commercial record during the early days of hip-hop, which was somewhat obscured by his contributions in the broader narrative of hip-hop history. As hip-hop evolved, the focus shifted towards more complex lyricism and recording areas where Coke LaRock did not prominently feature. Coke LaRock's legacy is fundamentally tied to the birth of hip-hop. As one of the first MCs, helped shape the role and style of future generations of rappers. In terms of community outreach, Coke LaRock had a huge investment. While specific details of his community outreach are limited, his role as a pioneer had undoubtedly served as an inspiration for countless young people within his community and beyond, showing the potential of creative expression as a path to influence and change. Despite not having the commercial recordings of his contemporaries, recent years have seen a greater acknowledgement of his role in the early days of hip-hop, ensuring his contributions are not forgotten, and they won't be forgotten in Microphone Check, I guarantee you that. Coke LaRock's story highlights the humble, communal beginnings of hip-hop and underscores how the genre was born out of simple interactions and the desire to entertain and bring people together. His legacy, while perhaps not as documented through recordings, remains vital in the understanding of hip-hop's roots. There you go, family. One of the early pioneers is Coke LaRock. And that's Coke LaRock's going to be talked about in Microphone Check, so I want everybody to check that movie out when it drops this month, and everyone should be excited. I definitely want you to like, share the video, and definitely subscribe to the Jomo platform. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for listening. And I love FBA all day. One. I'm out.